everyone. Before I tell you a little bit about myself and my adventures as a political science student, I would like to thank my friend Emily Choi, which I don't know if she's still here, Professor Haddo, as well as the political science department for inviting me to be a part of this event. I think these types of events are really telling of the tremendous support that U of T students receive from their faculties year to year. As well, I'm really excited to see more and more students taking a very big interest in the field. I think in a world that is constantly and rapidly changing, it's reassuring to know that your peers, as these future generations, are ready to be active participants and not merely passive observers. So to start us off, I would like to echo one of my favorite proverbs that continues to inspire me every day. I'm sure you've heard it from Emma Watson's speech, but I thought I'd say it here again. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? John Lewis definitely had it right. So it's hard to believe that it has been a little over 2 years since I was in the same exact position as you are today, asking myself the same questions over and over again. Do I fully understand what it means to study political science? What kind of expectations do I have of the field? And what do I hope to take away from my educational experience? This question has taken on an increasing importance now that I near the end of my undergraduate career, but I also wondered in what ways would studying political science help shape my postgraduate aspirations as well as my career goals. It's really fascinating how much we are programmed to think ahead. Or now that I think of it, I may have just been a very proactive and overly enthusiastic first-year student, but that's another story. But in all seriousness, the truth is that a large part of our lives involves planning, organizing, scheduling, and I'm afraid this only extends further into university life. What I'm trying to get at is that it's important to ask yourself these questions. It really does show that you are taking a primary role in shaping your own learning. So, although this summarizes in a nutshell what my early encounters with the field were like, little did I know how the study of political science would steer my interests and dreams into realistic and attainable possibilities. Little did I know that being a political science student went beyond coursework and acquiring knowledge of theories and concepts to meet degree requirements. My introduction to the field included a practical dimension as well that was oriented towards career development. From very early on, I was encouraged to focus my attention on the building of skill sets that I could apply working in the field. This pairing of the theoretical with the practical transformed my perceptions and made me realize how broad and encompassing political science as a field of inquiry really was. In other words, studying political science has meant for me striking this balance between politics as a theory and politics as a practice. Maintaining this juggling act between two distinctive, or what I thought so at first, yet complementary sides has allowed me to step into research and analysis of my own when it comes to looking at contemporary events with a more holistic approach. Today, I was also asked to talk a little bit about what I consider to be the most rewarding feature of my studies. To answer this, I would like to touch on a few points because I think it's important to highlight my different experiences as a student both inside and outside the classroom. In hindsight, I could not have even imagined what my political science degree would shape up to be. Perhaps the most valuable part of studying political science as such a research-driven institution is its interdisciplinary approach to learning. Whether you're a specialist, major, or a minor, you are invited to build your degree by drawing on a cross-section of related fields, international relations, economics, European studies, ethics and society, and for law, for example. And this is exactly what I did. So currently I'm a fourth year, studying a double major in political science history with a minor in European Union studies. So every course selection, I was constantly reminded that I was not only receiving training as a Canadian political scientist, but very much as a global citizen leader, equipped to understand and tackle issues beyond these borders. Such a diverse array of courses, ranging from political philosophy to international foreign policy, could not be offered without the renowned and passionate faculty members who are willing to share their insights. Your professors and your TAs are truly windows to the world. I have to tell you that one of the best highlights of my educational experience was the freedom to interact with professors who were not only experts in the field, but also who could, as they taught and as they lectured, could also speak from personal experience. So can you imagine how it felt to be sitting in a seminar class across Canada's former ambassador to NATO, who helped shape the country's response to the downfall of the Soviet Union, and who was one of the key players in coordinating international action after the September 11th attacks? Can you imagine how it felt to learn from a correspondent who worked for Radio Free Europe, who on the eve of the collapse of the Soviet Union was on the ground in the region, reporting for the first time on the independence of the Baltic countries. Ambassador David Wright and Professor Robert Austin are one of many faculty members that I have to thank for making my time as a political science so special. As someone who has experienced this firsthand, being a political science student at U of T means that you're taking part in an interactive and collaborative method of learning. Once you get past those readings, your peers and professors are the people who will make you question things, who will change your realities, and who will provide direction in turning ideas into action. Lastly, do not be afraid to take your learning beyond the parameters of the classroom. The beauty of this program is a cross-cultural dialogue it stimulates. Attend those guest lectures, interact with experts in the field, and seek out both internship and volunteer opportunities that will show you what it is like to work in the field. Both the department at large, as well as the Association of Political Science Students, are great resources for this, so make sure that you reach out to them. Furthermore, I cannot emphasize enough that if an opportunity presents itself for you to study or conduct research abroad, do it. I was an international course module participant this past February, working with Professor Robert Austin's Enlarging Europe class. And I was given an opportunity to conduct an independent research project in Tbilisi, which is the capital city of the Republic of Georgia. Most people associate with the post-Soviet Union. So with funding from the university, I had my first engagement with field research. I had this amazing, exciting, enriched international experience and independence to conduct original research and contribute to the current discussion in the field. A group of about 8 of us went with Professor Austin for a week, and it was just so interesting to be able to reach out to these NGOs, to the EU partners organizations on the ground, and actually really incorporate their thoughts into my research that came together as a final paper. So this is just a small example of the opportunities that you can pursue abroad. So if there is a particular region you want to specialize in, or if there is a particular topic that you would like to explore more in depth, consider pursuing an independent study or a senior thesis project. So this year, I'm actually participating in a new research program that is located at Victoria College. It is called the Vic Capstone Research Colloquium. And as part of this program, I actually hope to return to the region, to Georgia, and continue my research on the future of European integration and European Union's involvement in the politics of transition countries, particularly in Southeastern Europe. So, if there's anything I hope you will take away from all of this, it is really to keep an open mind and be open to new possibilities. I think that, recognize that it's very helpful and it's okay to have a plan, but don't let that plan keep you from pushing your boundaries even more. So I wish you all the best of luck in your studies. Thank you.